Lions now. Throwing again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
You got nothing.
Looking to throw. Collins. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's you. That's you. Single.
To throw is Locke. Flushed out right. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch right. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Throwing is Locke. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, Charlie. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun, Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball out of the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 2nd and 10, Luck again. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Collins off the play fake. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Collins. Off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
53 is the mic. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Collins. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Bravo!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, Zoo, 5.
And here's Collins, operating from the gun. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a wrap.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Luck. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Tight right. We got 4. Who do you want?
11. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Again, Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
I'm coming. Deuce.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Delta. Right on.
Collins now on 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Collins. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A big play there for Indy. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They run with Hines. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Luck now to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very... And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Got his man. It's caught. It's their quarterback. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Watch twist. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Target.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 2nd and 10, Locke uncorks one for Davis. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, exit.
Run, man. Hey, check.
Hey, Haywood.
Luck throwing again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Luck now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Go.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Check.
To the air again, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. On court, touchdown, Indianapolis. Indianapolis, as his guys are in for 6, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Collins off the play fake. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. He's going to launch it for Washington. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Collins. A final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Luck. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Hines, and an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check out. 390.
Check 55, come on. Check 50.
Come on. Smooth.
Hey, let's get there. Mike 55.
From the 50, it's long. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case,
it's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, 81 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch, twist. Watch.
11. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike. Hey, check.
Watch us.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch us slap.
Mike 55.
A shotgun snap for Love. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 4, 11B.
Hey, orbit.
Check Mike. 11B.
Get him.
Ready.
Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 1 yard to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This is Hines. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
4 down, check, 4 down.
On 1st down, it's Love. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Grant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down.
The luck now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
On 1st down, Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 11. Motion.
Hey, high 7.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
We got 4. Hey, quick.
Bravo.
11Z. Twelve.
Back to throw, Love. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. I love that play, because in the snow you think run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Right here, right here.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Collins. From the gun, he'll throw. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check out. 5, 6, 5. Motion.
12. Hey, seam 6.
After the interception, it's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to... Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check out. 290.
Now a 1st down throw, Locke. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go, G. 12. Just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Monday. Hey, check.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, Delta. Get it.
And here's Collins to throw on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Collins. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
11Z. Hey, wahoo!
Luck on first down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
What's in? Alert! Watch twist!
They'll try to run with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Rip left. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch the out.
Quo.
Mike 55. Let's go.
They snap it to Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Ready?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, he slipped right by him. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara, 88 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. From the gun, here's Locke. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They should have known. They should have known, baby.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, come on now, come on now. 11.
Out of the gun, Locke. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Grant. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing is Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys?
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Echo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Lott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53.
On the ground, this is Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.